Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman. I haven't done a video for a while. Working on a big job. It's a dichroic panel I'm doing, an abstract. Well, these are some funky colors, seemingly. You ought to see what this looks like once it's clean, the patina is black, it's polished, and with light coming through it. Right now it's really distorted sitting on a particle board work board that it's on right now. But I'm going to be doing some videos now that a friend showed me how to do the Windows Media Maker. You're going to see some new videos from me. It's going to be pretty cool indeed. Anyway, this video is going to talk about the idea, have you ever had jewels or anything? By the way, this panel includes a lot of dichroic glass elements. And that's what this is. And that's the purpose of this video. You ever had any jewels or bevels that were too thick for your copper foil that you might have? 3/16 isn't going to work on this bevel. It's not even going to cover this edge. 7/32 is not going to give me a lip to go over the edge, and even 1/4 inch is not going to be enough to cover this edge, because once I coat this with dichroic, it thickens this glass. So how are you going to go about putting a bevel or a jewel into a window when it's seemingly thicker than the others, and maybe you're frustrated because your copper foil won't even cover the piece? I've got a couple ways of approaching that. One of them is the way you copper foil this piece. And if you have a piece of glass, I mean, there's a lot of glass out there that's thicker than 1/4 inch, and you'll have to use a ripple bit to bring it down. This is a ripple bit. To bring a 1/4 inch piece of glass, you need to throw it into your ripple bit to bring that down where it bevels the edge on the top and the bottom. That's one way of doing it. I don't think I want to do that, although I might test it just to see how that works out with a piece of dichroic bevels that I've now made. This is cyan red. There's the cyan. So there's a couple things on this video. Whoosh, I know I moved the camera pretty quick. One is that you're going to use 2 pieces of foil to copper foil this bevel. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if I can do that here. I'm going to lay my camera down. I'm going to get my copper foil, and I'm going to pick out 7/32 black, because I always use black back foil. All my windows are black patina. So let's see, yeah. Okay, I'm going to copper foil this piece. I'm using 7/32. And if you could see it up close, the copper foil is flush on the back and it extends over the front. So I'm going to use my bevel, this side of my bevel is my guide, that I want to run my copper foil right up to this edge. Right up to that edge. I'm trying to be mindful of my camera lens here. On all my videos, I'm the only one that holds the camera, so I try to do the best that I can. So I'm copper foiling my piece. I'm turning it with my left hand, holding the foil with my right, trying to do this in such a way. It's a little unorthodox for me, holding it this way, but I'm recording this. Okay, now I'm going to overlap with my finger. You don't want to put your finger straight down on the foil, because this foil will cut you. So you kind of want to do it a little bevel. And what I've got here is I've got a perfect edge. I'm using this as a fid. I'm using this X-Acto as a fid, and I'm crushing or laying down or ironing or whatever you want to call it, my copper foil. Okay, see, I've got a perfect, nice little edge. Okay, on the back, I don't. So what you're going to do is you're going to come back and you're going to copper foil it. I turn the bevel around because on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my copper foil and use this side as my guide And I'm going to align my copper foil on this side with the back side flush so that the other side sticks out. This might seem kind of nonsense to the lead people because you've already got a safety mechanism. You've already got an ability to compensate for thick jewels and bevels within the lead. But what do copper foil people do? Drapery glass is really thick. I've got some French crackle that at one end of the sheet it's a 1/16 of an inch, and at the other end of the sheet it's over 1/4 of an inch. And this is a way of approaching that. So now on this side it's flat, this new piece of foil. Again, I'm laying down my foil. Now check it out. I've got a bevel that's perfectly foiled on both sides. I've accomplished what I wanted to do with 2 pieces of foil, 7/30 seconds. I know that might seem kind of crazy, but it might save your butt in that instance, as it does here. Now, let's move my foil out of the way. One way to approach this, if I lay this bevel in that hole, let's see, I gotta turn this to where it fits. I've already soldered my window. Yeah, it did fit. Gotta keep turning this because there we go. Okay, now we have this problem, this issue where I feel it's sticking up too high. And I don't want to solder this window this way because look at how high that's sticking up. Let's see, it's kind of, there you go. Look how high that's sticking up. You don't want to solder that. So here's what you do. What you would do is you would flip this window over and you would solder the back of the window. So let's just demonstrate. I'm going to stand this, well, we better do another video because I'm already at 7 minutes. So let's just pretend there's a part B to this. Well, we won't even have to pretend because I'm going to turn this panel over and we're going to do it. So we're going to show you, I'm going to show you what you want to do when you have jewels and things that stick too high. There's a natural way of approaching this that will make sense to you when you see it. It's really easy. So I'm going to close this video right now and come back in part B. So stay tuned. Bye.